Christians have long been wary of the mainstream media, and for good reason. The motivations of the mainstream media are often at odds with the values and principles of Christianity, leading to a lack of trust between the two. One of the primary reasons for this distrust is the media's tendency to promote a secular and liberal agenda, which can be in direct conflict with Christian teachings. The mainstream media often portrays Christianity in a negative light, focusing on scandals and controversies within the church, while ignoring the many positive contributions that Christians make to society. This biased reporting can create a skewed perception of Christianity, leading many to view it as outdated, bigoted, or intolerant. Furthermore, the media's emphasis on secularism and humanism can lead to a lack of understanding and respect for Christian values and principles. Another reason why Christians cannot trust the motivations of the mainstream media is the media's tendency to censor or suppress Christian viewpoints. In recent years, there have been numerous instances of Christian voices being silenced or marginalized in the media. For example, Christian politicians and public figures have been subjected to intense scrutiny and criticism for their faith, while non-Christian leaders have been given a free pass. This double standard is not only unfair but also creates a culture of fear, where Christians feel reluctant to express their opinions or share their faith publicly. The mainstream media's obsession with controversy and sensationalism is also a major concern for Christians. The media's desire for ratings and clicks can lead to a focus on provocative and attention-grabbing headlines, rather than balanced and nuanced reporting. This can result in the spread of misinformation and the perpetuation of negative stereotypes about Christianity. Additionally, the media's emphasis on entertainment and celebrity culture can lead to a lack of serious and thoughtful discussion about important issues such as faith, morality, and ethics. Moreover, the mainstream media's financial motivations can also be a source of concern for Christians. Many media outlets rely on advertising revenue to stay afloat, which can create a conflict of interest when reporting on certain issues. For example, media outlets may avoid criticizing certain companies or industries that advertise with them, even if those companies are engaging in unethical or immoral practices. This can lead to a lack of accountability and a failure to report on important issues that affect Christians and non-Christians alike. The influence of special interest groups and lobbyists is another factor that contributes to the distrust between Christians and the mainstream media. Many media outlets have close ties to special interest groups and lobbyists that promote secular and liberal agendas. These groups can exert significant pressure on media outlets to promote their views and suppress opposing viewpoints. This can lead to a lack of diversity and balance in reporting, as well as a failure to represent the perspectives of Christians and other marginalized groups. Finally, the rise of social media has created new challenges for Christians in terms of trusting the motivations of the mainstream media. Social media platforms have become major distributors of news and information, but they also have their own biases and agendas. For example, many social media platforms have been accused of censoring Christian content and promoting liberal and secular viewpoints. This can create a culture of echo chambers, where Christians are only exposed to information that reinforces their existing views, while being shut out of the wider conversation. In conclusion, the motivations of the mainstream media are often at odds with the values and principles of Christianity, leading to a lack of trust between the two. The media's tendency to promote a secular and liberal agenda, censor Christian viewpoints, and prioritize controversy and sensationalism over balanced reporting are just a few reasons why Christians cannot trust the motivations of the mainstream media. Additionally, the media's financial motivations, the influence of special interest groups, and the rise of social media have all contributed to a culture of distrust and skepticism. As a result, Christians must be vigilant in discerning when consuming media, seeking out diverse perspectives and sources of information to stay informed and engaged.